Lesson 1, Online Multimedia Training for Metacognition. Now you are viewing Lesson 1. Here you will get a brief overview on what metacognition is and how it applies to reading in the classroom. Hope you enjoy. So what is metacognition, you may ask? Metacognition is the process of thinking of one's own thinking. So in theory, if you are able to dissect and reflect what you read, you are thinking about what you are reading. And in essence, you are using metacognitive theory. Metacognition involves, when it comes to reading and reading in the classroom, a teacher is responsible for their students' outcome. It is the teacher's responsibility to make sure that her students are able to comprehend what they read. You have the text, what the author has to say, the real reading, which is what hopefully is going on in the child's mind, and the thinking, what goes on in that person's head as they are reading. That is the thinking about the thinking. That is the metacognition. Text plus thinking equals real reading. Here we have a diagram. Metacognition. The process itself involves monitoring task performance, keeping place and sequence, detecting and correcting errors, pacing of work, selecting and understanding appropriate strategy, focusing on our attention on what is needed. And with Ms. M. Gonzalez's 7 ELAR metacognitive strategy symbols, we will be able to stop the readers in their tracks so that they will be able to focus on certain words and see what is important so that the reading process can take shape. We also have relating what is known to material to be learned. That could be pictures or images. Testing the correctness of a strategy. How well are the 7 ELAR symbols working? Greater accuracy of performance, more powerful ability to complete the thinking process will take place when all of these metacognitive strategies are being put into the work. Briefly evaluate the metacognitive symbols to your right. Don't worry if you don't catch them all now, for I will be explaining each symbol individually as the lessons progress. Then, at the end of your training, you'll have the option of printing out this simple PDF file. Metacognition, the thinking cap. 7 metacognitive symbols will be helpful in your journey to gain reading comprehension, in that you will be able to stop in your track and focus on the important words from the passage. The symbols that are used are placed at certain designated focal points. Those are the ones that we saw previous, in efforts to draw attention to things such as setting questions posed by the passage, unknown words, main ideas, student notes, dates and times, to help come up with several fragmented summaries to place as notes on the side of the passage. This will help the reader think about their thinking a little bit further by self-reflecting. It's something we all should do, but definitely not everybody does. Now that you have a better idea about what metacognition is and what it entails, you are ready to move on to learning Ms. M. Gonzalez's 7 Metacognition English Language Arts ELAR symbols. The multimedia training modules have been divided into segments so that you can first learn symbols 1 through 2, circle and ball and chain, then symbols 3 through 4, squiggly and underline symbol, and lastly symbols 5 through 7, box, triangle, and asterisk. Have a great time learning the 7 symbols.